Hi, I'm Jason from the brand Blockout Blinds, and today I'm going to tell you all about why our custom Romans are absolutely the best in the industry. Well, first of all, if you don't know what a custom Roman is or how that differs from a casual Roman, watch my other video where I talk about that. Today I'm just talking about the little things we put in place that you might notice but actually just give that product a better finish. So here's a custom Roman, a little hand sample that we use to carry around to show in clients' homes. And the first thing you need to know about our custom Romans is they are completely handmade. The fabric's cut by hand, it's sewn by hand on a sewing machine, and a lot of labour goes into these to get a really high quality product. So some of the features that we have and that we're known to do exceptionally well is when you do a custom Roman, generally you're working with fabrics that are around about 1 metre wide or 1.2 metres wide, which means any blind wider than that needs to have a join. So we always carry around our samples with a join just so you can see what the join looks like. So here's a plain one with a join, and we do it quite well. And we also specialise in really joining quite well when we have patterned fabric. Now this has a joint in it. I'm not sure if you can tell where it is. I nearly can't from this close, but it's right here. If I bring that in closer, it's a bit hard to see, but the line is just there. So we've matched the pattern up absolutely perfectly that to the eye you can't even really tell that there's a join there. And a lot of companies don't get this right. It takes years of practice and expertise to become really good at this. So I'll go back to my other sample now that I've shown you that. What we also do is we make sure when we put the fabric on, it goes all the way around the board at the top, and we even cover the sides. A lot of companies do not do that as well. With our cord that you use to pull the blind up and down with, we actually have a plaited cord, not just an everyday bit of string, but it's plaited, which looks quite nice. When it comes to the actual fabric being put onto the backing, our hems here are triple hem, so they're folded and folded and folded again, and then when they're stuck on, so you don't get any fraying on the inside, and they're quite solid as well. Now we use this batten system here on the back, which the cords go through a little plastic piece, which means if you pull the blind up and it gets stuck, you don't break the blind, the plastic piece just pops on, you can put it back on. It's been treated so that the sun won't affect it. A lot of people use really cheap ones, and after about 2 years they degrade and they just pop off and absolutely break. Now also what we do is the battens on the back here, we bring them in from the edge. A lot of companies have this piece here right on the outside so you can sort of just see the edge of it from the front. But we bring it in so it doesn't look unsightly. And these little caps here that are on the end of this aluminium piece, they're actually slightly smaller than the aluminium, so we preheat them, we heat them up, put some glue in them, and we slide them in when they're hot, and then they stick on and they don't come off. A lot of competitors' blinds are known for these little pieces, if they're on there at all, just to pop off all the time. So that's a few features. What we also do is, and this is an uncommon one, no companies really do this, is I'll just pull the blind up. When the blind is in the up position, you'll notice here that this last panel there, with the lathe in it, is actually hanging lower than the rest of the panels. Why is that? Well, most companies make them all the same length. If they're all the same length, what happens is the sun shines from outside and comes through, and it hits the bottom of all these panels, and then it actually fades the fabric, and when you pull the blind down you get these fade lines going across where the sun has faded it, and it does happen quite a bit. So what we've done by making that last panel a little bit longer, you don't get all these pieces faded. Also, you notice our bottom lathe here, the piece that goes inside, we actually put a piece of fabric on the inside of that lathe as well, and not many companies do that. So that's most of the features, but also you might have noticed on the other blind, which I'll get again for you, on this other blind, we have a swag base on the bottom. Now it doesn't quite fully hang properly because our blind sample is quite small. On a bigger blind though, it just hangs a bit better. But we also have a unique way of folding and assembling these swag bases that they just sit a lot more beautifully than the way most other companies do it. So there you have it. They're the majority of the features that we put in place with our custom Romans. Most companies don't do any of these. Some do a couple. So, you know, I as a business owner can guarantee 100% that if you get a custom Roman blind from us, you will no way ever get any better quality anywhere. And that's why we guarantee them for 10 years. So I hope you've learned a bit more about the custom Romans and some of the things to look for when you're deciding to buy one. And hopefully you can see that we put a lot of effort into this and we're really proud of them. So until next time.